Hey everyone, this is Erica Johnston, and in today's video, by request, I'm going to do Nicole Johnson's gray hair tag. First question, how old was I when I started going gray? I was 16 years old. So I remember 16, I had that first little gray hair, of course freaking out, not fun, plucked it, 2 more came, plucked those 2, 10 more came, and so on. And so I'd say by the time I was 20, I had a pretty good sprinkling of gray hair. Question number 2, how old was I when I decided to transition? So I decided to transition in my early 30s, but I just wasn't ready at that point. I was just really thinking about it. So every time you know, I'd go to dye my hair, I'd be looking at these like little silvery strands and thinking, oh, they're so pretty, you know, and shiny and sparkly. And then I would just, you know, dump the box dye on and it would be kind of this matte brown color. I experimented with lots of different box dyes just because the upkeep was so expensive to go to a salon every couple of weeks. I used a box dye. So I remember, you know, I thought, oh, I'll kind of have like a reddish brown, or I'll have this brown. And there was literally only, I think, 2 shades of medium brown that would actually cover the amount of silver that I had. Otherwise, I was sort of left with that like skunk stripe, you know? So I hate that term, actually. It's not very nice. I shouldn't use it anymore. But anyway, okay, number 3, did you go to your hairdresser to help with the transition, or did you just go cold turkey? And it says, what did your hairdresser do to help if you went to one? So I told this story before in one of my previous videos. My hairdresser was not, actually it was my colorist. He was completely against it. But yeah, no, he actually said to me, I quote, "You are going to look so old." So the hairdresser that I have right now, she's amazing, and she's always made me feel really good about my hair. And I actually just got it cut, and I cut out all the rest of the yellow, or whatever you want to call it, orangey color. So my hair is all right now 100% natural. I'm very excited. And my hairdresser is so sweet. She actually said to me, because I said, do you have any silver hair? You know, her hair is this beautiful brunette shade. And she's like, no, I only have a few silvers. And she actually said to me, if my hair, she said if her hair was this color, she would go silver too. So that made me feel really good. Anyway, okay, number 4, what was the reaction of your friends and family? Yeah, I think some of my family members, more like extended family, they were like, oh yeah, good for you, that's nice, or whatever. And others kind of were like, oh, geez, I don't think I could do that, you know. And then I had some friends who tried to talk me out of it. They really thought that it would be aging and, yeah, not look very good. So, yeah, so I just sort of had mixed reactions, but nothing like overly negative. Number 5, favorite thing about being gray. I think it's probably the freedom. There's so many things. It's silly, like all these little tiny things that you don't think about if you have gray hair and you're coloring it. Like I talked about this before, you know, just the wind blowing in your hair and worrying like, oh shoot, you know, you're gonna be able to see the silver under here that I haven't dyed for 3 months, right? That kind of thing. Going swimming is a big one. You know, when you go swimming in the pool or the lake and you're constantly worried about that strip of white showing? Maybe you've just had your hair dyed. You're okay for a week. Maybe a week and a half max. But after that, you go swimming and your hair is all sucked down like this and you've got that white strip. You know what I'm talking about. Not pretty. Don't have to worry about that when you go silver. Least favorite thing about being gray? I think it's the days when I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling exhausted. I'm feeling really tired and the silver just doesn't cut it for me. You know, I wake up and I'm like, oh man, it can make me look a little bit more washed out. So I'd say that's probably like the least favorite thing. So number 7, it says, do you receive a lot of criticism for your gray hair? And if so, how do you deal? And I'm happy to say that I don't receive any criticism. If anything, I find people really think that I've colored my hair like this on purpose. And yeah, so it's been pretty good. And people go, oh, that's your natural. Like, they don't seem to really think that. So no, I haven't received any criticism. It's been really good. What is your favorite compliment that you have received about your hair? I think that my favorite compliment is, and I get this like often, is little kids when they say that I look like Elsa from Frozen. It just makes me feel like so good. I don't know, and I joke with them and I say that I'm actually magic. So I usually tell them that I'm Elsa's cousin or something, and then I'm magic. And then of course they're so little that they believe me because I'm a teacher and an adult and know everything. Yeah, so that's my favorite compliment for sure. What is your biggest piece of advice to anyone looking to start the process? I'd say that my biggest piece of advice, if you're thinking about going silver, is to kind of look at your schedule, figure out if you've got any like major events coming up within the next year, and I would say kind of hold off until those events are over. But you have to think about what is considered a big event. So if you've got, like for myself, I had some, you know, kind of fancy dinners to go to and that sort of thing. And I went with my silver glory and the yellow, and it was okay. People were more curious than anything. But I don't know, if you've got like a wedding to go to, maybe if it's your siblings or something like that, then I probably would wait. I'd say that's my biggest piece of advice. But once you start going, once you start transitioning, just go for it. Like, don't let anything hold you back. You're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to question yourself in the beginning, you're going to wonder, why am I doing this? But it does get easier, so you just have to just kind of plow through that first year, because that's the toughest time, and then after that it gets easier. You don't really necessarily get more patient, maybe more impatient actually, but yeah, so that's my biggest piece of advice. And then question number 10, it says, who is your gray hair idol? My gray hair idol is Annika von Holt, and I just really love her hair. Like, it's down to her waist. I'll never have hair that long. She's got a thick head of hair. She's a beautiful woman. So there you have it. That's my gray hair tag answers. I am going to tag another woman. I'm going to tag another woman. No, I had a few of you request, I'm going to do Nikol Johnson's gray hair tag. Okay. Hey everyone, this is Erica Johnston. Hey everyone, this is Erica Johnston. I got my red lips on. Hey everyone, this is Erica Johnston, and in today's video I've got a special treat for you. We are going to